Taking care of myself, what do you mean? Let me explain. There are three main areas that I want to focus on. Physical, spiritual, which doesn't have to be religious by the way, and mental, which is the hardest one. Starting with physical one, we've got the obvious one. Exercising. A healthier body is a healthier mind. Now, I don't know if you exercise or not, but people who don't exercise usually struggles to start. So what I would suggest you is start with the simplest, easiest step that you can take. For example, taking a walk outside for 10 minutes. Start with something simple that you don't usually do, but you are capable of doing. Do not start a membership at a gym and start to lift 100 kilos out of nowhere. Start small and simple. Exercising might be, as I said before, gym, go lift weight or do whatever. Calisthenics, which is what I do, which means that using your body weight to exercise, or in other terms, street workout. And you can do running or choose any other physical activity that you like. Another topic on the physical health is diet. You are what you eat, and if you eat junk, you will feel junk. You eat healthy, you're gonna feel healthy. Makes sense. You have to be aware of what you eat, especially in these days, because there's so much chemicals, rubbish, garbage thrown to our throats without even us noticing. So be aware. Slowly start to introduce your brain back into fruits and vegetables, beside raw meat, of course, and adapt your brain into good habits over time. 180 wouldn't work. Now, the last point is a topic that usually gets under the radar is sleep. A good quality sleep that lasts between 7 to 9 hours is your ideal. Sure, life might get in the way, but it's your mission to fix your life and taking care of yourself after all. Otherwise, I don't see you have much bright and long future. Research show that our body sleeps in a cycle that lasts in between 90 minutes to 120 minutes. The 90 minute is more common. If you take that for example, if I'm going to sleep at midnight, I'm not gonna set my alarm to 7:30 in the morning. I'm gonna set it to 8. Why? Because to fall asleep takes some time, so we take in an extra 30 minutes to fall asleep, and that's how you get the minimum quality sleep of 7 hours. Now, as I said before, everybody's different. The average is 90 minutes, but you might be different. My sleep cycle is roughly around the average, just a little more above. So try to see what's best for you and try to get your ideal sleep by your own hands. Spiritual. As I said before, it doesn't have to be religious. I am non-religious. So a term I would describe it otherwise is your soul. Now you see our friend leader here, our phone. We need to get rid of him if we want to be healthier. You need to leave your phone alone. You need to take a walk outside. You need to touch grass. You need to feel the warmth of the sun on your screen. Be in nature, outdoor, walking, getting lost in your own thoughts in general. That will do you so much benefit to your spiritual health, I would say. If you want to take it one step further than that, meditating is your way. It's something I wish to get back into soon, but a really good meditation doesn't require that much time, but it does require some practice, because at first you're not really meditating when you first start, because there's so much going on here on your thoughts when you're bored, because again, you're used to this, our little friend here, which is very addictive, dopamine, social addiction, Russian TikTok. Your brains cannot handle boredom. So when you are with yourself, closing your eyes, trying to meditate, you can't. So it takes some practice, but eventually it's worth it, and you're fixing your brain on the way there. On the spiritual soul side, also your sense of meaning, your sense of purpose, your worth, you will get it by the thing I said before, by being in nature, being outdoors, getting lost in your own thought. It will come to you naturally, but understanding yourself and your thoughts and what makes you happy will make you understand yourself better. And once you have reached to that point, it becomes so much easier to be not just healthier but happier as well, which is I cannot describe it. Amazing. Another benefit that it will give you is also to appreciate the little things in life, which is also in the mental health, which we'll get into right now. So the mental health is one of the hardest things to fix, and it's the hardest because I'm talking about mentality, and the mentality that you have right now, you've been conditioned to by years, by society, by friends, by your environment, by the government. Doesn't really matter. In general, we're going to talk about your mentality and What does it mean? It's your belief about yourself, about the world. In general, your mentality is what you believe you are, the belief about yourself, and the belief you have about the world. If you want to take it another step further than that, if you can actually not just understand yourself but understand other and see other people's perspective. The most important thing that I can teach you in order to own your mentality is to understand and truly believe that everything that happens to you is your fault. It's so commonly these days the victim mentality that everything that happens to you, no, it's his fault, her fault, the boss fault, the employee faults. Everybody's blaming each other. Nobody's taking responsibility. Taking responsibility. What a blessing it is. How much of a man you feel like when you actually made a mistake and you say, I'm responsible for that. I'll see what I can do in order to fix that. It's wow. The feeling of that is such an amazing feeling, and so people escaping from that. It's weird. It's weird. Now you might argue with me that not that everything that happens to you is your fault, and honestly, you're not wrong, but you're also not right because it's actually how you reacted to it, which is you have control of. And it's a topic I'll touch in a later video. Another important thing is to understand that you're temporary here. Your time here is limited, so don't waste your time on meaningless action. And what do I mean by meaningless action? There's so much, but the most common one I see is arguing for nothing. People just lashing out at each other, shouting, wasting precious time and energy. Uh, like why? Why? Another example is wasting energy and so much effort on people that don't even notice you. They don't appreciate you compared to people who do look out for you, do care about you, but for some reason you don't have the mutual feeling towards them. So the dynamics there is quite funny, don't you think? There is another point which I said above is to fall in love with the little things in life. Those are the one which truly matters. And that's so much true. That's so much true. It's also give you so much happiness just waking up early, for example, going for a walk. I have a dog, if you notice him, and just hearing the birds outside. Right now I see a bird, just hearing them singing, feeling again the warmth of the sun on your skin, the smell of flowers, the smiles of people's face, the grass which is greener in the neighbor's garden. I mean, how beautiful it is. Another point on your mental is to understanding yourself, which you might think you understand yourself, but truly you're not. You also want to reach to a point when you understand yourself, your emotion, why you act in a certain way, and do you like it? And if not, you have something to change. Now, you might think that you know yourself, that you understand yourself, your emotion, that you're in complete control. And I will doubt it and say that you're not. Why am I so confident that you're not? Is because right now you're probably, if I have to guess, in your comfort zone. You're predictable. But what will happen once you're out? When a crisis is happening, when you're forced into a corner, who are you? Under extreme stress, your quick instinct. What will you do? What are you? Flight, fight, freeze. And if you still believe that you understand yourself, your emotion, and that you're in complete control, just a small topic that I can open right now to prove you're not is craving, is addiction. You don't know why you do this. I mean, it's addictive, but you don't want these things. So why you don't want these things? So why do you do them? Why do you keep making mistakes? So you need to get out of your comfortable zone, either by your own choosing, which is important, or by the universe. And I wouldn't suggest you wait. Just get out of your comfortable zone. And usually the things that scares you is the things that will take you a step forward, is the things that you need to do. So keep that in mind. Okay, side note, I really wanted to include in this video getting social, because I do believe it's very important, especially for our mental health. We're a social being as human, and it's really important. But I decided not to include it here because I believe there are things that because I believe there are things that need to get done before you get social, because if you're sick here inside, you're not gonna attract the right people. But I do believe being social is a very important point, so I'll probably elaborate on that in a future video. Okay, that's all. Thanks for watching. Hope that it helped you somehow, and yeah, see ya.